Hello everyone, good afternoon. Since I am recording this at 4:30 p.m., 18th of March 2020, my name is Zul Haidi, or some people call me just Zul or Zoru-san, because we're dealing a lot with the Japanese manufacturers. First of all, I would like to apologize of this delay and also the postponement of the briefing. Uh, Actually, scheduled last week on Wednesday, so we due to travel restriction and also quarantine for us after coming back from Japan. So we delayed it. We postponed it to today, but we have the latest government order to stay at home. So we decided to do this as a recording instead of live because we cannot gather together at the office. So if you look at these slides, it's V3 or version 3 dated today, but not to worry because this is nothing much from the second one, especially on the second version that I email you. Uh, uh, because I just added a few details and some correction here and there. Anyway, I will email the latest one, but on the research question or problem statements, it's still the same. Actually, we having difficulty also to gather more or discuss more with our partners on the research questions and also problem statements because of these turbulent times and the limitation that everybody face right now. But the blessing is still there. We have the internet, so we can always change from face to face to virtual meeting or uh, video recording and whatnot. Uh, just to mention that we don't really detail out the problem statements, not really on, because we don't put it put all of those issues on research on questions uh, type. So uh, but just focus on the idea of the statements that related to ASEAN NCAP, because we don't want to uh, put too much detail on it, because we want you guys to explore more and to ask us more and to read our previous publications to understand ASEAN NCAP, and also you can also look at the protocols to understand more, uh, and also see our videos on the YouTube channel and read our report to understand how the testing and scoring regime that we introduced since 2012 or 2013. That's the beginning of NCAP. Anyway, this presentation is prepared by four of us. Actually, we are wearing few caps as a MyROS researcher and also ASEAN NCAP, because the strategy is that since the beginning of NCAP, we want to portray ourselves, as a third party assessing the vehicle safety. So sometimes we introduce ourselves of ASEAN NCAP. Uh, and also this project Anchor 3, or since the Anchor 1 is managed by SAE Malaysia, so I'm also from SAE Malaysia. So the management of this Anchor grant is done through SAE Malaysia, Society of Automotive Engineers, especially on the payment side. So myself will act as the head of secretariat for this anchor project. So under ASEAN NCAP, I'm the research coordinator, and Mr. Yahya Ahmad is our technical coordinator, and also we have this kind of role that we call inspectors. So after each crash test, ASEAN NCAP inspectors need to do some assessment on the crash car. And also Mr. John Hafiz is our project coordinator, and three of us will be the person in charge for three clusters of problem statements in this Anchor 3 project. So later on I will email. We have a free discussion, scheduled discussion for 1 hour, maybe like on Tuesday 10 to 11, 11 to 12, so and so on, so that each of you have the opportunity to talk to us directly, so that we can help the your proposal preparation, and also any inquiries that you have, or any questions that you need us to answer. So this is our pictures. If you happen not to know us, Dr. Khairil, myself, Zulhaidi, and this is Mr. Yahya Ahmad, and also Mr. John Hafiz. So any inquiries regarding Anchor 3, please email to aedsae2016@gmail.com, and copy that to myself, my Myros email, zulhaidi@myros.gov.my, and also ASEANCAP@gmail.com. So ASEANCAP with single N. So this email belongs to our Secretary General, Dr. Khairil. Some of you also asked me how to submit and how to prepare the proposal. So since Anchor 1, we practice this free format. Just make the cover page and the basic things in proposal, such as introduction, general objective, specific objective, methodology, and also the expected result and whatnot. So perhaps we are expecting less than 15 pages, 10 to 15, something like that. I also available on WhatsApp, but I cannot guarantee you that I will answer promptly or swiftly. So my number will be plus 6019263447. So Anchor stands for ASEAN NCAP Collaborative Holistic Research. So this is the third phase. We have Anchor 1 before 2017, 2018, also in 1 year period. Anchor 2 since last year until this month will be the last month of the Anchor 2. So those of you involved in Anchor 2, please quickly complete everything, except for publication that we need to wait, but we if possible we need the acceptance of journal submission. And also any other products such as a patent or copyright that you want to do based on your findings in Anchor 2. So Anchor 3 will start in June until end of May next year. So all Anchor will be in 1 year period. So Anchor is basically supported by industries or OEMs, if you like, and also associations. So we gather this sponsorship into the fund, the Anchor 3 fund, and then disperse to all the successful applicants. So we consider this, or basically the university consider this as the international grant, because behind this is the we are all under global NCAP, based in the UK. So in Anchor 1, we have 14 projects, which if you look at the focus area by dominance here means some project have multiple perspective, or two or three perspective at the same time, but we took the most dominant one to categorize the project. So if we look at it, we quite stabilized on the passive safety, because all crash test protocols, and the details about it, the way we conduct tests is almost the same around the world, all the 9 NCAPs in the world. So we at that time we focus more on safety assist. I think the Anchor 2 also will focus on this safety assist, or we call it active safety, or safety assist technology, SAT. It's the same thing. And also on motorcycle issues, because the last time we promised that one day, this is back then in 2010 2011, when we start NCAP, because many people, some people argue that why we jump into car safety too much, rather than solving motorcycle issues. But we actually adopt the thinking of picking the lowest hanging fruit. I mean take whatever you know uh, more possible to do, rather than solving the motorcycle issues, because this is very um, critical, but a bit sensitive to solve at that time. So we start with NCAP first. So, but we promise at that time, one day we will cater or address the problem of motorcycle. So if you look at the latest scoring, or the scoring regime, you will understand what we mean by that. So this is all the universities involved in Anchor 1. We have UTM, UTAM, UMP, UTHM, UNIMAP, and UKM from Malaysia, and also King Mongkut University from Thailand, and also ITB from Indonesia. This is Anchor 2, 3 more projects, so it's 17 projects in total. Still, most of the accepted projects are safety assist, and also regarding motorcycle. So but this time in Anchor 3, we in Anchor 1 and Anchor 2, we open for proposal or ideas by researchers, but this time we provide the problem statement first. So it's a little bit different. So some new universities coming in, like UTP, UTM, and Unical, and also from Vietnam. So we encourage, or frankly speaking, we want you to also publish in reputable journal if possible, or high index journal on the output, and also contribute to the journal by SAE Malaysia, called JSAEM. So either you publish here in JSAEM, or you publish in reputable journal. That is our vision, to share the findings uh, to everyone all over the world. So uh, this is another example in other publications. This is one of the example from Anchor 2, and a lot more coming uh, towards the end of Anchor 2. So as I mentioned, Anchor 3 format will be this. We divided like 80-20. 80% of the accepted projects is directly based on the problem statement that we provide. Um, the method is you can link up between 2 or 3 problem statements. If you look closely at the issues, some of them can is related to each other, but maybe from different clusters too. You can combine, or you can creatively think how you can give input to us from your research. Also, you can, if you see that the segment is too big, or you think partial uh, uh, contribution from that problem statement is enough, or you don't propose uh, a big project. If you want to do just a small one, it's okay. So hopefully the budget is also you know uh, within that logic. Not so much, but you want to contribute partially to any of the problem statements. But still, we open for 20% of new ideas, or any other perspective that you think is deemed appropriate for ASEAN NCAP and its future. So we call it open proposal. So this is 80-20 rules that we have in Anchor 3. So the timeline, as we announced last time, so we delay or postpone the briefing previous week to today, but still we cannot do that due to the latest instruction from the government of Malaysia. So I'm recording this for you today, March 18th. And the proposal will close on April 3rd, but just now I'm thinking that if only you need that weekend to you know to polish your proposal, I can allow you by email, so that you email me you need extension until Monday, April 6th. So that is the only advantage that we can give due to this delay and whatnot. So the official one will be on the April 3rd, but if you think you need 2 or 3 more days, so please write to me in email, so you can submit on April 6th. So between April 6th and April 10 of April, so we will do the evaluation, or perhaps until Monday 13th of April, and then we will call for proposal defense, depending on what happened regarding this coronavirus issue, whether we still want to do it face to face. If the scheduled event is as what we plan, it will be in at the Everly Hotel, Putrajaya. It's next to the Alamanda shopping mall. There is the Everly Hotel. But if we change the plan, we will let you know. The most possible thing is we have to do it online or through a video conference. On May 15, we will announce the successful applicants, and we will start in June 10. So you will know the result before Hari Raya, and we start the anchor 3 after Hari Raya. And normally when we start, we will give you 20% of the grant amount at the beginning of the anchor 3 within that week, June 10. So I will explain anchor 3 research question and also problem statements in the second part of the video. So that's all for this first part. Thank you.